Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just an adorable couple in love that loves reacting to some Attack on Titan.
Yes. So we are doing episodes 14 and 15 of season 3 today. Yeah.
And you can get early free access, a month ahead and see every moment over on our Patreon, full uncut reactions. Check it out in the description of this video. We got a link. I'll send a pinned comment. And if you just want to stay right here on YouTube and get early access, it won't be the full uncut reaction, but it won't be ad free, but it'll still be a month ahead.
Yeah.
And hit the join button if you want. If you want to get a month ahead. Ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Thunder Spears.
Okay.
Commander, he's about to climb.
Oh.
Soldiers, you are not yet to engage the armored titan. Maintain a safe distance.
What's he thinking? The enemy prepared quite the welcome.
Mm-hmm.
He's watching their movements for now. Erwin doesn't want to act until he understands their strategy.
That shitty angry he's
That
got.
quadruped type has some kind of cargo on its back, which tells me that it didn't transform just now. They have one more intelligent titan. It's that quadruped type.
That titan is carrying cargo. What could it be?
Something explosive?
Quite the pose they're striking.
Yeah.
This is just like the siege of Utgard Castle. Their primary objective is still to capture Eren, but towards that end, they intend to eliminate our only chance of escape. Not only would this block our escape route, it would cut off our supply lines. The proof is in the fact that those larger titans are still standing in formation. Their only purpose is to prevent our retreat.
Sir, the armored titan is almost up!
He's working things out.
You finally ready to say something, Erwin? Been waiting so long I could have made breakfast.
Join Klaus' squad and protect the horses at the gate. I need you to take down the armored titan. Employ the Thunder Spears at your own discretion. This is our moment. The fate of humankind depends on this battle.
Shit.
I'm gonna need you right here, Levi.
So I'll protect the horses instead of Eren?
That's right. And when the chance arises, you'll strike him down. You're the only soldier I can trust to dispatch the beast.
I don't feel like it's going to be so easy to get rid of him.
It's definitely not.
We have to win on two fronts to secure victory. I can handle one. The other, I'll leave to you and Hanji.
Way to go, Armin.
Hello, Armor Titan.
There they are. No matter how strong Captain Levi is, he's still no match for our war chief.
Oh, he still got it fucking through his...
In his neck.
Yeah.
If I was any slower in transferring my consciousness to my body,
He transferred his consciousness?
Armin, was it you? It doesn't matter now.
He's the cleverest.
Our long journey will reach its end.
Yep, just staring at you. Too late, he distracted you.
Eren! They should be painfully aware that abducting him is our main objective.
Mm-hmm.
What is he thinking?
He's thinking, come and get me.
Yep.
Eren mastered hardening in 2 months. We can't let him back in the walls. If he learns how to harness the coordinates' full power, we're finished. I get it. He's a diversion. They're trying to change my target from the horses to Eren.
He knows you're thinking that. He knows that you know that you know. He knows.
You're not giving me any time to think, Commander.
Nope.
You clever bastard. Good. He went for it.
Did he, though?
If Reina does go after the horses, then Eren can continue running north and wrap around the Beast Titan's formation. With Levi, the scouts, and Eren, they can catch the Beast Titan in a pincer attack.
Okay.
The only question is, can Reina see that far ahead?
Knowing him, he should work it out pretty quickly.
Good job, Aaron.
This is where we'll bring down the armored titan!
There's one more factor we need to consider. He's still hiding, but Bertolt must be nearby.
Yep. Where there's Ernie, there's Bert.
Maneuvered Reina and had him on the verge of defeat, and he ended up their captive.
Still such a cool shot. They had to show it again.
One-on-one, I can win. When it comes to him,
There we go. There's still some armored knuckles. There you go, Aaron. Oh, break his face.
this place
That ought to fuel you.
was my home! Was our home! And you can't stop us! Get in our way, and we'll slaughter you all.
Thunder Spears. So stuff they used for the guns before, for the MPs, they're using it for the Thunder Spears, okay? Pressurized. I love the Titans are just drunk people. Yeah,
Good job, Levi.
Now's our chance! Hurry! Finish killing the small ones already! Get it done before the Beast Titan moves! And no casualties! Don't you dare get eaten!
It's an order.
These kids are gonna drop like flies. Should have left them up there.
We struggle against the smallest Titans now.
We know it all goes wrong.
Still, if not for the lives we sacrificed, we never would have made it half this far. I'd realized something, that of all my brave comrades, only one was fighting for himself. They bled and died for each other, while I fought for a selfish dream. Give your hearts to humanity. I played them all for fools. Myself too. And now, standing on this mountain of brave corpses,
Oh,
I have quite the view. Even if this plan should fail, there's a chance that I could still reach that cellar. Before I die,
you can know the truth.
the truth of our world.
Those experiments paid off. These fists are all I need to beat you. I can smash it like thin ice.
Ooh, treating his younger brother treatment. Ah, started to get cocky. Thinking you could overpower him instead of anticipating his moves and
Arm up
thinking
your
him.
feet. Kick him.
Ooh.
He needs our help! We need to wait and trust Eren to give us a good opening.
Trust the plan, Mikasa.
And trust Eren.
Your new weapon is a big metal rod?
It's pointy, dumbass. That makes it a spear. The Corps of Engineers really came through for me with this one. Our blades may as well have been made of paper against that armor of his.
Armor-piercing spears.
There just aren't enough openings in the plating for us to cut through.
Even at close range, we couldn't do anything to make him let Eren go.
The only attacks that have hurt Reina did so by working around his armor. I'm referring to Eren's grappling techniques. Eren's been experimenting with a new hardened punch, for which we have high hopes.
Been doing pretty well.
But what matters most here is that we eliminate Bertolt and Reina, ensuring that they can't breach the wall again.
Okay, so what's the plan? We'll stab the armored titan with those spears?
I'm gonna be sad when they killed Bertold, though.
I was
And
wondering
Reina.
about that. I was like, yeah, you're all full of rage right now, Eren, and the fight,
Yeah.
but like, how are you really gonna feel if you defeat him?
Yeah, won't give me a chance to forget his name anymore.
Whoa.
Hence our calling them Thunder Spears. They're good weapons, but are they enough to bring down the armor titan? There's no way to be sure until we try.
Reina butt. Get him in that jujitsu hold.
It doesn't look like biting Eren out of there is something I can handle by myself. Guess it's on to plan B. They're making a move? I know they've been gradually surrounding me, but how exactly do they plan to hurt me?
Yep. Keep being cocky.
They're not trying to scratch it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the eyeball.
Oh! Oh! An explosion, too!
Yeah, that's what it did to the tree.
Yeah.
The Thunder Spears are so destructive. They pose a danger to those who fire them. If you anchor to the Titan itself and move in as if to slash it with your blade, you'll end up caught in the resulting explosion. Which means the only chance to use Thunder Spears is when the target is surrounded by multiple tall, solid structures. Right here and now, we have to end it!
Damn, that's a lot of spears.
Yep. Pulling the pin. Whoa, dude.
Good! We got him! The spears work!
Get it before it heals.
Yeah, so now you need to slice it.
We can actually do some damage! Do it again! You each still have a Thunder Spear! Use them to end this!
Oh, no. It's your buddy.
Come on, guys! We said we'd do it if it ever came down to this!
Damn, Sean. He's gonna kill him. Oh, there's gonna be so much death this episode.
No, I don't want to die.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, like going through it when Hanji said like, come on guys, let's finish this. My first response was like, yeah, like now's your chance. It's like the only chance you've ever had. But then seeing everyone pause, and
Yeah, knowing what it meant, yeah.
I kind of expected a pause with Eren. Now he was so ragey and fighty, it didn't really happen. But to see the entire squad have that trouble, I really am glad about that versus it being easy or people like picking their side and being like, that's it, you're not on my side, you're dead to me. The fact that it was a struggle, I hope that's more true to life, and I appreciate that in the storytelling.
Well, I think that it helped that there was some time between, the first feeling of betrayal that had happened versus now. Like, I think if that happened right away and they're like, holy crap, like they've been like, lying to us and stuff. Like when Eren raged out and it's like, you guys are like, traitors and I'm going to kill you and all that. Then I think it might've been a little bit more bloodlusty and like, just like heat of the moment. Yeah. But as time has gone on, I think they've sort of come to realize that, the time that they spent with Bert and Ernie, it mattered just as much to Bert and Reinhold than Rhina than it did just combining their names.
It's fine. We'll ship them together and give them a joint name.
As it did to like the rest of the crew. Like, those years mattered and there was a bond formed. And like you said, I'm glad that there was that hesitation and I think it's also a little bit more hesitating. Not necessarily like they're still killing Titans, even though they know like that like they're really like human too. But it's that same sense of they've been taught and brought up to cherish and protect all humans, which is great. So we should all think that way. And so they're not thinking of like the armored Titan. They're thinking of Rhina inside and not thinking of all the terrible things that the armored Titan has done and caused, but all the good times that they had with Rhina. So they needed two sides of it. But yeah, so show does a really great job.
Yeah, and I think, you brought up a really good point about like the immediate aftermath versus now, because the immediate aftermath of learning of their, perceived betrayal is, oh, we didn't mean anything to you. Well, fuck you too. And like, all bets are off and we don't care about you. And like, it's a fight to the death the next time we meet. But knowing that it did actually matter and that, Berthold and Reiner, they're in a really tough spot. We don't totally understand what that is.
Exactly. That's the other thing.
But we know that this isn't easy for them. It wasn't a quick, insignificant, like, I don't care about you and it's easy to betray your trust. And so, yeah, like breaking through the armor is breaking through the armored Titan. The killing blow is Reiner. And I think everybody kind of signed on for this, realizing like, oh, well, I'm going to break through the armor. Somebody else will do the killing blow. Like nobody really thought they were going to be the ones to go in, I think, and do that. That's probably something that like Mikasa's going to do, or Levi, right? Like it's one of the elite people. They're going to do it. I'm just going to like make it possible, So the realization of like, what are you guys waiting for? All of you get back out there. All of you fire your second spear. Like, let's go. I just don't think any of them really thought they were going to be directly responsible for the kill shot.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was something else. And to their credit, in the interest of saving humanity and following Hanji's orders, they all stepped up and they all did it. But damn, that was tough to hear Rhina saying, I don't want to die. Which, I'm sure he never thought he would. He was freaking armored. What were the odds that anybody was ever going to get the drop on him and actually take him out, I'm very curious what Berthold will do now. Because they were like, they had each other's backs. They were sort of like the twosome, and I don't mean that in a romantic sense, but they were just like the twosome that they were both in this tough position. They both understood each other. They both had to go undercover. So I'm sure there's going to be some significant blowback from him with Reiner's death.
I think also, the 104th, whatever, like, our main crew, their division, just the amount of stuff that they've learned in the last like 4 months in a short amount of time, you start to realize that you're Jon Snow, you know nothing. and you are like, so you don't even know, again, like what Rhaina's reasoning for this was, you know, and you don't know the history of your own, of why things are the way they are. And like, all you know is that you've been lied to. It's like, maybe you're on the wrong side. Maybe Rhaina's the good, is fighting on the good side. You know, you always think that everyone's the hero of their own story, right? We're fighting on our side, so we get to be the good guys, right? I think it would just be natural to start to question things when everything you've known before has just been like shattered, and like you're just getting all this new information. So it's tough to see someone else that you always thought of as like the enemy, the Titans. Now it's not so black and white, and now it's not so and you just realize that like there is a lot I don't know. So am I making the right call? And like, I think just for your own sanity though, you kind of have to go down that path and it's like, well, you know, we got to follow orders, and we got to believe that we are fighting for the right thing. You hesitate and you're dead. And so it's not almost like they're not even fighting for like a certain cause, but now they're fighting for each other to keep each other alive. It's just like, okay, well, now we have to do this because, you know, they looked at kind of like all looked at each other. Like, are we really going to do this? I think as looking at each other, are we really going to do this? And like, I don't necessarily know that like this was, you know, shown or this is what's going through their heads, but like, you know, this is just my own headcanon or whatever. You start to think that like, okay, we have to do this because of everyone that you just saw. Like, you know, it's like, I don't even think consciously like you would know that if you were in that situation. It would just be something that would happen.
Well, yeah, because while the mission for the Armor Titan may have been to go after the horses, it's to go after the horses to get to Eren and kill anyone that gets in between.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think you're right. There had to have been some part of them in that moment that had to have been thinking, well, it's either Reiner or it's us.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come down to that at some point, and we're vastly outmatched. And if we don't take advantage of this now, it's going to be us. That's all but guaranteed. In some fashion, it will be us. I also think kind of like to what you were talking about in terms of, you know, questioning whether or not you're on the right side and acknowledging when you don't know all the facts and you don't know enough. I think that is why Levi and Erwin are so critical, because neither one of them has a blind loyalty to like this government or even to military rank per se, but they have a loyalty to defending the people of this community. Like, and there might be some terribly shitty people and the government might be corrupt as fuck, but there are good people there and there's humanity there, and that is worth protecting and defending. And so I think, like, you know, Erwin's been questioning this whole time what's really going on, who's really the enemy. But when push comes to shove, he's gonna defend the people because they deserve to be defended. They're innocents caught in the middle of all this. They're the cattle that's just being used, you know, because they keep calling them cattle. So I think that's why Erwin and Levi are so critical, because I think you need to ask yourself what you're fighting for and what side you're on. And you also need to know whether or not you believe in the leadership. And I don't think I could necessarily believe in the government. I mean, like, with Historia taking the reins, I feel better about it than what was happening before. But I could believe in Levi and I could believe in Erwin. And Erwin challenged the government that was happening to bring about, like, you know, to light when they were trying to use the people for just fodder for the Titans. So, like, that's something where I'm like, okay, question, absolutely. But also see the evidence before you. And for Erwin and Levi, I'm like, the evidence is there that I'm on the right side. I'm not saying that the people are brilliant and that the Titans are all terrible, but in this moment, they want to kill us all, and these guys are fighting for us. And I think that's where the people who don't ever question it, though, scare the hell out of me.
I also love the strategy involved in this. I mean, like, we've seen the strategy before, like, you know, employed, but it's kind of been like, we'll see the big plan beforehand, like then it gets enacted, but to see like the in-game adjustments that are going on, you know, it's like being watch like sports like I don't know, like basketball, or like I see more in basketball than I do like maybe in football or whatever, but like you'll see like like they'll give like a quick peek in the sidelines and like the coach like in the huddle talking to his players or whatever.
Dry erase board.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, you know, getting like an inside look into them, but like it's very superficial. Obviously they're not gonna give you that much, but this is like kind of like being in that, but like inside their brain, and you get the play-by-play, like as they're breaking down, it's like, okay, well, they're going to do this. So this is what we need to do. This is what they want us to do. So why do they want us to do that? And I like that they saw it not only for Erwin, but you saw it for Rhaina too. He was thinking the same thing. And then they went back and then it's like, okay, well, if Rhaina attacks, then Aaron's going to do exactly what he thought he was going to do. And he's going to run around and he's going to attack the Beast Titan. So like the moves and the counter moves that are going on in here. Also loved Erwin, them, it's gonna sound weird, like humanizing him, but he's been so cool and like such a badass and so inspiring. And it's like, I'd follow that guy to the ends of the earth, man. He's like, he's the leader that I want. But then they showed him, it's like, he's not fucking perfect. Yeah. He is a flawed human being, just like everyone else is a flawed human being.
Didn't see this coming.
But also, like, you know, I mean, he thinks that what he's doing is for like selfish reasons. Like, no matter what, like, I gotta see what's in that cellar too. And it's like, he's thinking about all the dead bodies that like he's been, that he sacrificed, you know, along the way for reasons that, yes, the good of humanity, but also his own selfish reasons. Yeah. But I think that's good because too many times I think we feel like in order to be a good person or to be like sort of, like put on a pedestal or whatever, like in order to be like a good leader, like you have to do it for altruistic reasons. You have to do it for selfless reasons. If there's any like sort of selfish motivation, then it's like wrong. Yeah. You know, then you're a piece of shit. Like you're not just doing this, you know, I don't care that you helped 1 million people. You just did it so you could, I don't know, make money or something like that. Or like, and that's like the you know, most obvious reason or whatever. Or you know, for your own, like for whatever selfish reason you want to say, and as if like all the good they did didn't matter. Now, if the selfish reason you did, like, you know, causes a lot of bad things, then like, you know, the good doesn't necessarily outweigh the bad. But like, if you're doing it for like, you don't need to do it just to help like everybody for like altruistic reasons. You can still be a good person like if you have your own selfish motivations, like selfish. Yeah,
just not the whole letting a bunch of people die so that you can get more money.
Exactly.
Since money was the example, I just want
to... No, not a lot of people die to like so you can get more money. But what I'm saying is that like, not they let people die. Like that's why I specifically said like save like 1 million lives or whatever. But you made money, so that was what it is. Like I'm not saying like, you know, Erwin, like for him standing on a pile of dead bodies and be like, oh, I made so much money off this. Yes, all right. She's not like Purdue Pharmacy or whatever. So like, yeah, I mean, but I think so many times we, you know, vilify people if they inherently get anything out of something that like can also help other people. Like, I mean, so he is helping humanity. He is helping everyone like with his strategy and everything like that. I think he does want to save as many lives as possible. I think he wants humanity to like, you know, to win and thrive. But it's also like he wants to know. Like that's like, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's one of the things that this show does so well is that, you know, everybody that we would kind of aspire to be or want to follow has had a less than great moment. You know, Mikasa had to like basically smack some sense into Eren way back in season 1 and tell him to stop being whiny and selfish. And Erwin is grappling with guilt. And I think it's wonderful to see that, especially as you said with Erwin, because he's so like he's Erwin. Yeah. Because that's human, right? Like it instantly makes him more human to have those light and shadow sides of his personality, because we all do. We tend as a society to want to see things in black and white, and like you have to be all good or all terrible. But you'll find almost no person who can fit into either of those categories. So Erwin having both. You look like you had a thought.
I did, but like finish yours.
Okay. So Erwin kind of wrestling with both those things, it just, you instantly go like, wow, you're real. Like versus, oh, you're just our hero. It's like, no, you're actually real. But while we are picking it, like maybe some of his less than perfect qualities right now, I'm going to shout out his perfect moment of just staring at Reiner as they're both on the wall and just like, I'm staring at you, buddy. I know you're there and I got a plan for you. But I mean, he's right there. Reiner could just pick up a fist and smash him. Doesn't matter. Erwin's just going to stare right back at him. And I thought that was pretty badass.
I think it's interesting that, and something I've noticed, like, I think more so when we've been doing this channel, people love shades of gray in their characters and their TV shows. And they're so quick to, like, we love like the anti-heroes and like the villains that like that get a redemption arc, or at least like you know where they're coming from and all that stuff. And people love that shit. They fucking eat it up, but they don't apply it to people in real life.
Yeah.
It's like, we love our shades of gray and characters in everyday lives, but we are so quick to judge everybody and put them in fucking boxes and like you're good, you're bad. Oh, you did this one thing, you suck. You know, like let's not try to figure out why you got to this conclusion or like, you know, why you think this way or like, okay, you think this, but you'll also have this, you know, these good qualities and like these bad qualities. Like, you know, people are shades of gray as well, but we love it in real life. And it just, again, that's something I think I feel like I've seen more in since like watching these shows or whatever. It's like people love that. But then you see people like get so vilified, you know, mainly online and stuff like that, like, you know, and whatnot.
Cancel culture.
Yeah, and like in comments and stuff, like even like people like, you know, tweet like each other in comments, and it's just kind of like, yeah, I mean, yeah. So I don't know. It's like when you said the shades of gray, I'm like, yeah, it's just interesting. That's just something I've noticed.
We're really going off on a tangent now, but just kind of like as you say that, I wonder if that's because we're so unwilling to accept those parts of ourselves. That like, oh, we can accept it in characters because it makes us feel better about the varied parts of ourselves. When it comes to other people, we can't accept it in them because we really can't accept it in ourselves. So like the character element makes us go like, oh, I can still be a good person and be kind of shitty about this thing.
Yeah.
Like, yay, look, it can happen. Like I deserve to be accepted too. But then we get out in the real world and somebody is, you know, having a bad day and they behave in a crappy manner and we're all like, oh, they suck. They're a terrible person. They're whatever. We're so quick to label them and like reject.
I do it too, by the way. I'm not saying that I'm perfect.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just like, I see everyone shades gray and I'm empathetic and I always look at the bright side of life and everyone, and I try to understand their backstory. No, but like, I'm just saying, you know.
Well, I think even like, as we can talk about it here and recognize it here, I'm thinking like, yeah, that is something that I struggle with and will continue to struggle with. Cause it's, I think like our default setting is to be like, good, bad, you know, boom. And that's like sometimes some of that is our brains are actually wired to do that from a survival thing because our brains are still in some of our survival tendencies are still back in the prehistoric era where we need to know who's good and who's bad so that we can survive and we don't go with the bad who's going to kill us. But like, you know, we are now in this century and we don't need to quite think that way that, you know, somebody's going to kill us if they happen on us, you know, when we're out grocery shopping. Hopefully not.
The tangent we went on, but it was all because of the show and it's so great. And like all the different like things that like it just, you know, that's going on beyond just killing Titans and like, you know, just the shock moments or whatever that like season 1 kind of brings you and like hooks you in. It's like, oh my God, the show's fucking crazy. And then as you like dive like deeper and deeper into it, just, yeah. So looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was just thinking about it as we were having this tangent. I was like, man, you know, our community is wonderful. They've given us the gift of watching this show, which is incredible. But I was thinking, you know, there was somebody who commented on one of our socials, which was like, do you guys just sit around watching cartoons? And a member of our community was like, it's actually anime. And they're like, cartoons? And I was thinking, you know, it is something where like, if we were to talk about like, oh my God, we just had this amazing, awesome conversation after an episode of Attack on Titan. Oh, what's Attack on Titan? Oh, it's a show about like giants that are killing people in a people village. Like, you know, people would be like, what are you talking about? It doesn't feel like that would be like inspiring for an in-depth conversation and like a reflection on our times now and stuff. But it is.
Yep.
Another thing, not to judge.
All right, let's go to the next episode.
Let's do it. Oh, we didn't even talk about the fact that Eren was fighting Rhaina right by his home. Descent. Basement? Are we going to get to the basement finally?
They're trying to plug up the hole with that boulder?
It's a flashback.
Yeah.
We risked a lot to make that hole. Should we really let him plug it? Yeah, we should. Rhaina? Bertolt? Sorry, but what were you talking about?
Oh no!
Oh.
You're gonna step in with your Titan? And Bertolt, you said you made that hole?
Dude,
we didn't know how he died. Now we know.
Everything you just heard was a joke.
Focus on the mission! Look, there are more Titans coming! Let's go!
They kill him right now.
Humans can turn into Titans. I know that for a fact, because Eren did it. Rhaina! What are you doing?
So they want us to be okay with Rhaina dying.
Somebody help!
Oh, man.
What's going on here?
Rhaina's acting crazy!
He heard me and Bertolt talking. If we let him live, he'll expose us.
You shitheads. What the hell?
Is Danny gonna be the one to kill him?
A Titan! It's coming this way!
Throw him to the wolves.
Take off Marco's ODM gear!
Wait, why should I have to?
You risked your life to save Connie. Why'd you put yourself in danger for him?
Because she cares.
Think of your father. He's waiting for you to come home. If you and he are any different than the filth within these walls, then prove it here and now!
Yeah, Reiner can die. I'm okay. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Please! I don't want to die here! No!
Oh, God.
Yeah, I care less about Reiner screaming how he didn't want to die.
Yeah.
This is what makes us warriors. Just wait! Why do this? Why are you in such a hurry to kill me? I don't get it! How come?
Dude, try to break in that window or something.
Time will just rip it open. Oh, God. At least he looks semi-horrified.
Why is Marco being devoured?
Oh, man, his fucking split personality.
I'm sure Annie's doing fine. If they so much as scratch her, she'll turn into a monster that can take on an army all by itself. Don't forget, this is Annie we're talking about here.
Why is he touching his ear like that?
I thought that all three of us came to an agreement. Did I go to all that trouble for nothing? We can fight again if you want to.
I'll do as you tell me to.
Then pull yourselves together. We have one objective. Recover the coordinate. Do that, and we can bring this cursed history to an end. It's gone on too long. We can be the ones to end this, so let's do it.
This cursed history.
Understood, sir. Till this is done, I will keep Annie out of my head. This needs to end.
Chief Zeke, enemy forces are approaching. You're at the foot of the mountain.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
We'll finish our mission once and for all. Hot.
Yeah, coffee's not really something like you toast and chug.
But you and I will be in separate positions. So try thinking on your own for once, alright? You don't always have to wait for my signal. You're supposed to have the most powerful ability out of all of us. But you never use it unless you're told. Honestly, I never saw you as reliable. Not until today. We're gonna finish this here, yeah?
And there's nothing they can do to stop us.
Don't be so sure about that.
Hold on to that attitude until you're back with your beloved.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Annie's pretty cold. Save her from a dungeon and she just might see you with new eyes. We're gonna save her no matter what. That's the promise we made Ymir.
Where is Ymir?
It's been a while since I heard Reiner transform. Did something go wrong out there?
I can't always wait for him. Holy shit, his head's off?
You were a serious pain in the ass for us. Serves you right, you scumbag.
You have to say I try to feel better. Yeah.
What the hell are you crying for?
You don't know what he did to Marco.
Don't cry for him. He would have done the same thing to us.
We'll hit him with another volley just to be sure.
You okay? It's not like we can negotiate. Their side has the knowledge. They make us look just as ignorant as we are weak. There was nothing we could do.
With Hanji, though, make sure he's dead, because he could have, like, put his consciousness into something else.
What's that?
A signal.
That's the signal. It's time.
We need to fall back for now. See that barrel? I'm sure Bertolt's inside. If he transforms, we're done for.
Come on, Reiner. Hang in there. I'm coming.
Dark liquid to leave you beverage consumed by the Titan shifters while they were camping out. Its origin is unknown, but this suggests the existence of an outside culture.
All right, Urban. What are you doing about that?
It's now or never. I'll blow this whole place to hell. Reiner!
Instead of doing what he was supposed to do, he's going to save his friend.
No way.
Still alive? Holy shit.
What the? He's still alive. He must have transferred his consciousness throughout his entire nervous system.
It's a crazy skill.
You're gonna have to move just a little bit. And if you can't, prepare for the worst. I'm ending this war.
The plan is as follows. Armin, you take command of Levi's squad. Protect Eren. Everyone else should come with me. We've got 2 targets to eliminate.
Hold on.
What? Why?
He's coming to talk.
This is the only chance we'll get to negotiate.
He said end this. We assumed it was to kill them.
Just wait a minute.
What are you trying to achieve?
Peace.
We don't have to fight. Let's talk this over.
If I agree to talk, would you all be willing to lay down and die?
Huh.
We only want 2 simple things. Eren Yeager and the death of everyone in the walls. All of your fates have been decided.
And who is it that decided that?
It was me, Armin. I decided your lives should end here and now! See, I was hoping I'd finally get to stop hearing Annie scream!
Oh, he knows how to get to you.
Let them feed Annie to the pigs! If they actually have her, that is! What's the rush, Armin? Didn't you want to talk? Bet you thought that by bringing up Annie, you thought I was still the timid fool you once knew.
Stay back, Aaron. Your chances of beating him are damn slim. This isn't your fight yet.
Armin, why? I know what this is.
I thought I saw Mikasa took off.
She did.
Look at the way you're shaking. You're scared out of your mind, aren't you?
If you knew that much, then why are you talking to me in the first place?
Because I needed to know if when I faced all of you this time, I'd start crying and beg you to put me out of my misery again. It seems like I'm fine now.
I'm a full-blown sociopath. Yay!
Do you actually believe that we're the spawn of the devil?
None of you did anything wrong. I know you aren't devils. Even so, you can't be permitted to live. That's just how it is.
Why? Come on, you couldn't get Bert?
There's no telling when he'll choose to transform.
I thought you got like his ear or something.
Still.
He must have seen how badly wounded Reina is.
From the look of him, it seemed like he had a plan. And not only that, he seemed more determined than before. Almost like an entirely different person.
Yeah, I saw it too.
His name's to the ground now. What are we supposed to do?
You guys are dead.
This sure is a peculiar feeling. I'm not scared at all for once. I can accept how this ends. No one's in the wrong here. There was nothing to be done. We had no choice in all this. Because this world is just that cruel.
He's going up! Don't tell me!
But if he transforms, he'll kill Reina too!
We need to get out of here!
Hanji, look out!
Shit. Just vaporized. There's no way Hanji got out of there.
Well, I thought she was definitely, or they were definitely dead before, and I was wrong, so.
Are you guys alive?
Hell if I know! Are you?
I'm fine.
You two okay?
Yeah, it missed us.
Where's Hanji squad?
They were right underneath the blast zone.
The only ones who survived are the 6 of us.
Shit.
We can't just wait to get flattened by burning houses.
You're in command now, Armin. We'll follow you to the end.
No pressure.
Fall back to the commander and request new orders. To beat the Colossal Titan in a battle of attrition as planned, we have to keep our distance.
That was the plan. But think. If we let the Colossal Titan reach the wall, the others will be finished. He'll spread that fire to the houses past the gate.
You're right. Our only hope is to beat Bertolt right now. We have to do it with the people we have here.
Your orders? Come on!
What should we do?
You got this, Armin. Come on.
Come on, buddy.
I bet you're pleased with yourself. Your plan's working so far. What will you do next?
What is it about that whole ear thing?
I don't know. I mean, I think it would be like a signal or something like that, but like, there's been so much on. I'm like, I don't remember any other characters like doing that.
No, and like, there it could be a signal, yeah. But he did it when he was in a private conversation as a person with.
Yeah.
So like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
They did a good job making you feel really bad for Reina at the end of the previous episode, and then this episode making me like, okay, no, he can die because of what he did to Marco, and just like, yeah, the good and the bad, right? But then also showing that, okay, he was. I mean, who is the real Reina? You know, is he the warrior or is he the one that like cares about everyone? I mean, it's just like the fact that he had to sort of split his personality like that in order to, I don't know, survive, and his brain just broke. I don't know. I was gonna still be okay with his head blown off, but
I was gonna say I'm not proud of this, but I'll admit to it. I don't know what it says about me. The fact that I'm like, I still kind of hope he is dead.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think he is though, but like, it's like
I don't think he is either.
Yeah, the whole transferring your consciousness into other parts of your body though was pretty wild, and eventually, like, I guess Eren has to learn that ability too, and how to do that. I don't know, like, when they learn that in Titan School,
or is that something that Reina had to be injected with? like, you know, sort of like being
Oh, like
injected with
being
the
the armor
armor
retirement, yeah.
ability. Like, yeah,
Well, Bert said that like that's something that they had talked about doing, but didn't know like if it was like really gonna be possible or not. So like, or like it was only like an emergency situation. So it seemed like they had like talked about doing that at some point, like something like you just practice, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that just specific to him, or could Berthold do it too?
I'm not to like just, but I think that Bert could do it too.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Very inconvenient.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah, but convenient if like then that means Aaron could do it at some point.
That would be handy.
Yeah.
There was just something so vicious and ice cold about Berthold's whole thing in this episode. The whole like, I'll talk, but we want Aaron and you all have to die. Yeah. Every single person has to die, as long as you're okay with that. And then, you know, Armin saying, why are we even having this conversation if that's what's happening? He's like, oh, because I just don't want to feel anything, you know, and then going through the air back to the area of where Rhina is. And the whole time just thinking like, oh, so this is interesting. Like, I know what has to happen. I know no one's a villain. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with this. Like, I feel pretty fine about everything and have amazing clarity. And this is great. I mean, it blew my mind, the complete emotional detachment he was able to achieve, not only when speaking of this, but then making the move to start enacting it. You know, we just seen the humanity of everybody having a hard time doing the killing blow to Rhina. And here's Berthold, who's like, everybody has to die. Yeah. Life is great. Maybe I'll meditate later. Like, you know, like he's just completely on a different planet from what's currently happening, like in any kind of emotional level. And it made me sit here and go like, yep, you guys can die. I'm okay with the Titans dying. They can get wiped out, because if this is how they approach this, like Armin gave humanity to say like, hey, let's talk. And all of the scouts who were there was like, I'm having a hard time with making the move on Reiner. And then we have Berthold here who's like, everybody's going to die and life is peachy.
Yes. Also, where Rhina is, and like, I mean, where Bert is, not leave Rhina out of it because he had like the whole like sort of mental break or whatever. Rhina is one that has more knowledge than they do. So he has more information to go off of to sort of like maybe help him get to this point. Two, he's had more time to deal with the fact of like the connections and the friendships that he was making. And it's like, I'm going to have to kill like eventually everyone here that I'm meeting and like being friends with is going to have to die. And so I think he's had more time to sit with that than necessarily, you know, Armin and Mikasa and everyone else has. So it's just like he seems to be like farther ahead in that journey. Like he's no longer dealing with the whole. He already dealt with the whole. Oh, like, you know, can I kill these people that I really like have come to love and consider my friends or whatever. And he's able like to have gotten past that. One, maybe just because of the information that he has again, and then two, I just think that he's had more time to sit with it. Whereas I feel like Armin and Mikasa, I mean, like again, like this has been like 4 months for them. Like he was in the undercover for like 5 years. So that could also be why he's gotten to this point. Like, so, you know, I think our crew will get to that point hopefully sooner rather than later.
I don't know that I hope that they do. I loved the humanity that was shown by the
Jean
scouts.
kind of did. You know, at least he acted like he did.
Yeah. And I even said as I was here, I was like, I'm not proud of this, but I kind of hope Rhino said. All of that being said, the idea of like, you all can just go extinct. I'm someone who reads a news article and hears about an animal going extinct, and I feel really bad for quite a bit of time as I read that. Like, this incredible creature or fascinating insect or whatever. It might have been an animal I never saw before, but I'm still going to be like, it's gone forever. And that's so distant. Whereas Berthold's like, no, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to do it. And I'm okay with it. Like, there's just something, I don't know. There's something that is just really disturbing about the idea of like, this entire group can die without any remorse. And again, I'm not saying it as like a judgy, self-righteous thing, because like I was sitting here at the beginning of the episode saying like all the Titans can get wiped out. Like I'm there too, but there's hearing it kind of reflected back from Berthold and just going like, whoa, there's something really fucked up about having that idea in your head.
Yeah, there is. It's a fucked up place to have to go to. Seems like he had to like psych himself up to get to that point, and like, you know, tell himself that there are no villains, and that, you know, nobody's right and nobody's wrong in here, and like that's the only way he can deal with it, and he doesn't break like Rhina did, you know. And I think, you know, having to face Armin, like being like, okay, like, yeah, let's look each other face to face. Like, I look at you face to face, and in a way, okay, that makes him less of a coward, because he's like, if you're gonna like kill somebody, I don't know, look them in the eye first and be like, you know, they're a human being, and they're, you know, they're a living, you know, it's like, yes, it's like, I'm saying like it's not your fault. Like that's the other thing. Like to have to kill someone, it's like that's not self-defense. They're not like some like insane villain. They just have to die because for whatever fucking reason. So in one sense, I guess I kind of respect that he at least like,
he who passes the sentence swings the sword.
yeah, like did that and like, you know, stood at them and it's like, okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I have to do it. And, you know, I'm gonna look you in the face and tell you like this is coming. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill you. Not only does it like, because then that also lets Armin know, don't feel bad about killing Berthold.
Yeah, that was kind of a gift to him.
Yeah, because he's not gonna feel bad about killing you. It's like, look, this is it. I'm gonna kill you. You know, unless you kill me first. So like he's like, so that in that way, like, while I'm okay now with, it's kind of like, you know, a gift to us, the audience, being like, it's okay. They did that for Rhina with the whole Marco thing. They gave us that gift to be like, okay, it's okay if he dies now. Don't worry about it. And now with Berthold too, it's just kind of like, okay, you know, it's okay if he dies. This is what he wants. Not necessarily to die, but like, there's no negotiating. There's no like, okay, you know, I still care about you as a friend. Like he can still care about him, but it's just this is the way it is. And somebody's gotta live, somebody's gotta die.
It's interesting because you said in there, his brain isn't broken like Rhina's, and as you said that, my like knee-jerk response in my head was, actually, I think maybe it is. Mm. Like to get to that point of detachment, to say to like all these people that, as you said, he loved and cared about his comrades. And he's now saying, you all get wiped out. Your friends, your family, any person at all in existence is getting wiped out. Part of me is sitting here thinking, like, actually to like have that whole zen flying through the air, like everything's fine and I'm going to kill everybody and it's okay. Like, I think maybe his brain is broken. It's just he doesn't realize it yet, because I feel like he might have a massive kind of like blowback response after stuff happens. Yeah. Because it's almost like he obviously thinks it's real that he doesn't care anymore and feels like that's a great thing, but can't really turn a switch like that. Yeah. You know? And if you think that you have, my guess is maybe in the moment you'll be able to go through or something, but you're going to have some serious issues in the aftermath. The other part of this that now is just, I can't figure out and my brain is spinning on is, what does Berthold know that is making him so okay with this? What is he aware of that justifies wiping out all of humanity? Like what is this knowledge he has that has somehow allowed him to go like, yeah, that's okay. You guys aren't bad guys. You're not villains, but we got to kill you all. And you know, that's just it. That's it. Maybe we'll go out for pancakes afterwards, but we'll miss you. It's sad, but it's okay. Like, that's just not normal. That's not a normal response.
I don't know. But let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you want to see our full and cut reactions for this, you can see every moment over on our Patreon. And you can also get early ad-free access that way. You'll get a month ahead. Thanks for watching Attack on Titan, staying for this discussion. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.